Nobody notices the moment a man starts to disappear. Not physically, but emotionally. It doesn't happen in one day. It happens slowly, silently, piece by piece. He used to laugh louder, dream bigger, feel everything deeply. But life has a way of taking things away. Not all at once, but enough to change you. One day, the phone stops ringing, no messages, no one checking in, and suddenly you realize you've been alone for a long time. So you stop explaining yourself. Because no one really listens, you stop sharing. Because nobody truly understands. And eventually, you stop feeling, not because you want to, but because it hurts too much. So you build walls. Not to keep people out, but to protect what's left of you, brick by brick. Disappointment after disappointment, until one day, you look in the mirror and see someone you don't recognize, a stranger, wearing your face. It wasn't just one heartbreak. It was everything. The silence, the rejection, the feeling of not being enough. So you adapt. You become colder, quieter, harder, not weak, just tired. Now you don't react, you don't chase, you don't care, the way you used to. And people call it strength, but they don't see the truth. You didn't become strong, you just stopped feeling. But somewhere deep inside, there's still something left, a small piece of who you used to be. And maybe, just maybe, it's not too late to find him again.
Nobody teaches you what it really means to be a man. They just tell you, don't cry, don't be weak, don't show emotion. So you learn to suffer in silence. You carry pressure nobody sees. Expectations nobody talks about. You're supposed to be strong, even when you're breaking, too. Provide, even when you're empty. To stand tall, even when life is crushing you. And the truth is, no one is coming to save you. Not when you fail, not when you fall apart. You either build yourself or you disappear. That's the reality of being a man. It's not fair, but it's real. And the ones who survive are the ones who learn to fight alone. The hardest truth you'll ever accept is that nobody really cares. Not the way you think they do. People care when it's convenient, when it benefits them, when you're useful. But the moment you struggle, the moment you fall behind, silence. No calls, no messages, no one asking if you're okay. And that's when it hits you. You were never a priority, just an option. So you learn, you stop expecting, stop depending, stop needing. Because the only person who will truly be there for you is you.
We've never been more connected, yet never more alone. Thousands of followers, hundreds of likes. But no one to talk to at 2 a.m. No one who truly understands you. We scroll all day, laugh at fake moments, compare fake lives, and slowly we lose ourselves. Real connection is gone, replaced by attention, replaced by validation. And deep down we all feel it, that emptiness, that silence, that loneliness we can't explain. You thought she was yours, but the truth is, she was never yours. It was just your turn. You gave your time, your energy, your loyalty, and she gave you moments. Moments that felt real, until they weren't, because people don't belong to you. They choose you, and they can unchoose you just as fast. That's why attachment destroys you, because you build your world around something temporary, and when it's gone, you collapse. Silence is powerful. When you stop explaining yourself, people reveal who they really are. When you stop chasing, you see who actually cares. When you stop talking, you start understanding. Because not everything needs a reaction. Not everything deserves your energy. Sometimes, the strongest thing you can do is nothing.
Motivation is a lie. It comes and goes. But discipline, that's what changes your life. You don't need to feel ready. You don't need to feel inspired. You just need to act. On the days you're tired, on the days you're broken, that's when it matters most, because winners don't rely on feelings, they rely on habits and habits build everything.
At the end of the day, you're on your own. Not your friends, not your family, not your partner, just you. And that's not sad. That's power. Because once you accept that, you stop waiting, you stop depending, you start building your life, your mindset, your future, on your terms.
Pain changes you. It either breaks you or builds you. Every failure, every rejection, every loss is shaping you, making you stronger, harder, smarter. So don't run from pain. Use it, because the person you're becoming wouldn't exist without it.
At some point, you have to rebuild yourself, not for others, not for validation, but for you. Fix your habits, control your mind, protect your energy, become someone you're proud of, because no one is coming, and this life is yours to build.